When you launch Adobe Photoshop, you will be presented with a Get Started screen. Here we can go ahead and start a new file by clicking on Create New, and you can also click Create New on the left-hand side. There's also an Open button that allows you to go ahead and open up an image or file already on your computer. Now currently we're showing recent files, and there are no files here now because this is a fresh copy of Photoshop. But as you begin opening and working on files, they will populate here so that you can click them easily and get right into that file. You can also select Creative Cloud files, which are any files that you've used from the Creative Cloud when you sync your computer to the Creative Cloud, and that can be assets or files or images. And there's also Lightroom photos, so you can sync Photoshop with Lightroom and immediately pull over your Lightroom photos by selecting this option. At the top is a Learn selection, and if you click on that, you'll see that there's other videos and tutorials that you can go ahead and watch to learn more about Photoshop, and these change over time. Go ahead and click on the Work button again, and we will begin by opening up some new files. So you can click on the Open button on the left-hand side, or you can go to the menu bar at the top and click on File, and then go to New or Open. Here we'll just go ahead and click Open, and we can begin selecting the files that we want. Now we have 3 images here, and these are images that I've provided as resources for you to go ahead and download and follow along, or you can just open up any images that you would like to on your computer. You can select an image and click the Open button, and it will go ahead and open up that image into Photoshop. If you want to select multiple images, you can hit the Command button on Mac OS or the Control button on Windows and click to select multiple images. If you want to deselect any images, go ahead and hit Command or Control again and click on that image, and it will deselect them. You can see that selected images are highlighted in blue and deselected images are not highlighted. So go ahead and select all those images and hit the Open button. Once you do, it'll go ahead and open up the image in Photoshop's workspace. It actually opens it up in what we call the document window, which is the main work area of Photoshop. And in the document window, you can see that there are tabs at the top of the images that we've opened: rose.jpg, lily.jpg, and blossom.jpg. And because rose is highlighted, that's the one that we're seeing. If you would like to select a different image to work on, you can just go ahead and click on that tab button at the top, and it will display that image, and you can go ahead and work on it. I'll go ahead and click on blossom.jpg, and you can see that when it opened this image, it actually opened it up at 66.7% magnification versus the 50% magnification of the other 2 images. Let's go ahead and get this image centered up with the others, and we can do that easily by going to View at the top of the menu bar and selecting Fit on Screen. When I click that, it fills a screen of that image to the document window. Now it's showing we're at 59.6%, and we want it to go ahead and be 50% like the others. So go back to View and click on Zoom Out. And when we do, it'll snap to that 50%, and now we have all 3 of our images in the document window. To create a new file in Photoshop, you can just go over to the File menu and click on New, or you can hit the shortcut key Control+N. And as you can see in these menus, they will show you the shortcut keys, and you'll want to memorize some of the more common ones that you'll be using, such as Control-N for New, Control-O for Open, or Control-W to close an image. Go ahead and select New, and this will bring up a new document window. This is for creating new files, and as you can see here, we have our recent, so any recent items that you've created will be listed here. We have saved presets, so you can actually save out presets and have them listed. And then we have presets for photo, print, art and illustration, web, mobile, and film and video. And I went ahead and clicked on the photo presets, and at the top we have blank document presets. So here we have some presets of blank documents, default Photoshop size of 7 by 5 at 300 ppi, landscape 2 by 3, landscape 4 by 6, and there's actually some more. If we click on View All Presets, we can see all the presets for the photo tab. If I scroll down, you'll see that there are actually some templates, and templates make it really nice for you to go ahead and select one of these templates and start dropping in your images or graphics and not have to worry about recreating some of these designs. So I'm going to go back up and go ahead and just select the default Photoshop size, and on the right hand side you'll see the preset details. So you can rename this file if you'd like to. You can set the width and height and how it's measured in inches and pixels and centimeters and so on. You can change its orientation from portrait to landscape. You can make it an artboard if you'd like, which we'll talk about later on. And you can change the resolution, the color mode, and the background. Currently the background is just a white background. So go ahead and click Create, and that will create the new document with the white background. You'll also see at the top that it created a new tab and gave it the name that we had there, Untitled-1. Had you changed the name, it would actually change the name of the file here also. Once you begin working on your documents, you'll want to go ahead and save them. So to do that, we can go back up to the top and click on File, and you can go ahead and save this out. Now currently, this file has not been saved, so the Save option is not highlighted. You can't click on it. You'll have to go to Save As first, and when you do that, you'll be able to save out this file. You'll also want to learn how to close out any images as you begin using them inside of Photoshop. Sometimes some of the projects can become quite large and you'll have a bunch of these tabs at the top, and it'll get hard to see what you're working on, especially if you're not using some of them. So let's go ahead and close these out. And you can do that by either clicking on the X at the tab at the top, or you can go to File and click on Close. When the last image has been closed out, it'll bring us back to that Get Started screen. And because we have Recent selected, we can see the images that we've already worked on. And if we want to reopen those, we can just click on it one time and it'll bring that image back into Photoshop.